Parties, of course, meeting for the first time in court today. It was about a 90-minute hearing.
The same tactic that they're doing over and over again of trying to manipulate the courts to get what they want.
The parties met for the first time in court today for a hearing that lasted about 90 minutes. They continued to use the same tactics repeatedly, attempting to manipulate the courts to achieve their goals. Blake Lively's rise to fame extended beyond just acting. She was well known for her roles in iconic TV shows and films. However, she had always aspired to create something bigger and more impactful. In 2024, she was set to make her mark on the beauty industry. After years of careful research, preparation, and training, Blake launched her hair care line, Blake Brown, with a level of excitement that most entrepreneurs only dream of. Little did she know, the smooth journey she had envisioned was about to encounter significant challenges, and her empire would start to unravel. Blake Lively's entry into the beauty industry was not a spontaneous decision. After 7 years of meticulous planning, the actress, known for her impeccable style, was determined to introduce something fresh to the beauty industry, something effective yet luxurious and natural. Following countless formulations and product tests, Blake Brown launched her hair care line in July 2024, partnering with Target as a major retail collaborator. The excitement surrounding the launch was palpable, generating buzz typically reserved for A-list celebrity debuts. Instagram influencers, beauty gurus, and longtime fans of Blake eagerly promoted the products, sharing aesthetic photos of the sleek, minimalist packaging along with glowing reviews. Everything seemed to be falling perfectly into place. Within the first week, the line achieved an astonishing $16 million in media impact value, and in just 3.5 weeks, nearly $5 million in sales were recorded. Target even announced it as their biggest hair care launch ever. Blake was on cloud 9, reveling in what many viewed as her crowning achievement, a rising business mogul. The world watched as her hair care line soared, seemingly unstoppable. However, the initial euphoria was short-lived. Despite the early success, issues began to surface almost immediately. It all started with the products themselves. What had been marketed as luxurious, natural alternatives to traditional hair care was not meeting customer expectations. Those who had eagerly purchased Blake's line began to express their disappointment. "This isn't what I expected." One review said it worked wonders, while another claimed it didn't deliver as promised. "My hair feels worse than it did before." Social media has been flooded with negative feedback, and what started as a wave of praise quickly turned into a torrent of disappointment. The problems with the products weren't just minor, they were fundamental. People complained about everything from flat, greasy hair to damaged strands. The formula, which was supposed to be free from sulfates, silicones, and parabens, ended up being less effective than consumers had hoped. Some even felt that the packaging prioritized aesthetics over functionality. "The packaging is beautiful, but it's not practical," one fan wrote. The excitement that once fueled the brand's success began to fade, replaced by a growing chorus of unhappy customers. As if the product failures weren't enough, the backlash escalated into something much larger. TikTok, known for its influence on consumer opinions, became a hotbed for anti-Blake Brown sentiment. A video went viral from a former customer who found the products to be completely underwhelming. They openly declared that the line wasn't worth the money and urged others to steer clear. This ignited a wave of similar posts, with more and more people taking to social media to criticize the brand, some even using the hashtag #BoycottBlakeBrown. It wasn't just the average consumers who were upset. Influencers who had once been paid to promote the line began to backtrack, quietly removing their posts and publicly distancing themselves from the product. "I love Blake Lively, but this hair care line just isn't it," one influencer said in an honest review. As the boycott gained momentum, it became clear that Blake Brown was no longer just a failed product. It had turned into a symbol of disappointment. People weren't just upset about the product itself. They felt betrayed by someone they had admired. However, the downfall of Blake Brown wasn't solely about bad products. The legal drama surrounding Blake Lively and her co-star Justin Baldoni was adding fuel to the fire. Rumors of a lawsuit between the two started circulating, and the media eagerly latched onto the story. Speculation grew that the tension between the two actors was spilling over into their professional lives, especially as their legal battle became public. Could the court case with Baldoni be affecting Blake's business? Fans began to wonder if the negative press surrounding the lawsuit was impacting her brand. The timing seemed suspicious. As the Blake Brown boycott grew, so did the whispers about the actress's legal struggles. Some fans even speculated that the lawsuit, combined with the product's failures, had caused the backlash. Blake's credibility has taken a significant hit. While her personal drama may not have directly affected her product's performance, it certainly didn't help. In fact, it may have overshadowed the biggest flaw of her beauty line. The product simply didn't work. As the dust settled, the question on everyone's mind became, who is to blame for this PR nightmare? Was it Blake herself? The celebrity-turned-business mogul had invested years into making Blake Brown a success, and many felt she was personally responsible for the product's shortcomings. Critics argued that she should have paid more attention to quality control, ensuring that her vision for a luxurious natural hair care line actually delivered results. Others, however, pointed to larger forces at play: the pressure to launch quickly, the influence of external partners, and the overwhelming rush to capitalize on her celebrity status. Could these factors have pushed the brand out the door before it was truly ready? Was Blake Brown destined for failure from the start because it was too closely tied to Blake Lively's celebrity rather than focusing purely on product innovation? With her brand in crisis, the question remains, can Blake Lively recover from this disaster? It won't be easy, but it is possible to rebuild customer trust. She'll need to take a long, hard look at what went wrong. Publicly addressing the product failures and taking accountability for the oversight might go a long way in repairing her image. Blake will also need to refocus her attention on what matters most, the customer experience. If she's going to continue her venture into business, she must prove that her brand can deliver. This isn't just another celebrity cash grab. It's about providing quality, genuine products that truly meet expectations. As for the legal issues surrounding Justin Baldoni, that's a different matter. However, if Blake can manage to separate her personal life from her brand, it could help restore some confidence in her ability to balance both. Ultimately, Blake Lively's hair care line may not be entirely finished, but it will require significant effort to turn things around and rebuild the trust that has been damaged by negative reviews, viral backlash, and personal controversies. What began as an inspiring quest to create something meaningful has now become a cautionary tale about the risks of rushing to market without fully grasping the product. The Blake Brown brand may not be completely over, but it will need a substantial revival if it hopes to rise again. As we reflect on Blake's fall from grace, one question lingers: will she be able to navigate this PR crisis, or will this moment define her career as a business mogul? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear: Blake Lively's venture into the business world has only just started, and its future remains uncertain.